For those of you that don't know, my YouTube channel was hijacked over a week ago, and I've spent the last week recovering it. You can see a wee thingy you can click in up there if you want to read about that. Anyway, on the day that my YouTube channel was hijacked, I received this. Not connected, by the way. I received this here, which is an item that I had been sent and asked to do a review video on. So it's been delayed because I've spent the last week recovering my YouTube channel, but now that I've got it back, it's business as usual. So I am going to do the review of this, and it might be a bit different from other reviews that you may have seen of this particular item, because first of all, it's the Aeroband Guitar, right, which is a MIDI controller and a guitar. I've watched some of the reviews and I'm not going to comment about them other than to say that I'm going to base my review on what I find when I open the box and first start to have a mess around with it. And that's what you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing it as I see it for the first time. The other thing I have to mention before I open it is that although I've been playing in bands for 30, 40 years, I am primarily a lead man, a singer, a front man who plays a bit of rhythm guitar. I'm not a guitarist in the fashion of someone like David Gilmour or Eddie Van Halen, right? I'm just a basic guitarist. So don't be expecting massive riffs or tapping or anything incredible like that. It'll be basic strumming to find out what this can do and how good does it do what it can do. So let me get the thing open here, first of all. And it's looking a bit complicated to do here, but that's purely because I want you to have this opening, this unboxing along with me. And you'll be seeing it for the first time, as I do. Let me get rid of the excess packaging. And I do have a few other guitars. I've got a Fender Acoustic, in fact it's right here. So I've got it's actually green, so the green screen makes it look see-through. It's not see-through, it's actually green in colour. And it should be in tune. Relatively in tune. And the main guitar that I used, it's actually just over there. Let me grab it too. This is a James Tyler Variax GTV 69, which is in tune as well. Which is I've had modified with a 15. Oops, is it here? There. A 15 port MIDI. Maybe they will not be able to see that. 15 pin MIDI port and a GK pickup here, which allows me to connect it to a Roland GR55. I've sold it now, I don't have it anymore because I retired from gigging about 3 or 4 years ago. So those are my two guitars that I still have. I had plenty, but I've still got these two. And I have various other instruments, mandolins, banjo, a mandolin, a banjo, a couple of keyboards, MIDI keyboards, harmonicas, other different things like that, because I still do dabble in playing a bit of music. Anyway, enough of me, and back to the Aeroband Guitar, which is what I'm reviewing today, right? A smart guitar, right? A new way to be a musician, it says on here. And on the back there is a quick start guide, okay, and a QR code that you can use to download the app, which I won't do just yet. First thing I want to do really is is open the bugger up, oh, excuse me, open the thing up and see what's inside the box. Okay, so what have we got? Nearly a disaster. That's what we've got. Right, out of the packaging. So there we go. There's the Aeroband guitar itself, which I'll take out in a minute. And in fact, so that's what you get, right? Okay, can you see that? All right, you can, aye. Right, the neck here, which is silicone strings and fits into the body, I would imagine. Right, let me try and work this out. Let me get the body out. Right. Okay, so here's the body. Right, and these will be the strings. Let me unwrap them. Right, plastic strings, I believe, are they steel? Right, steel strings. Okay, steel strings, a couple of knobs, and a jack socket and a mini jack socket, probably for headphones. The knobs are pressy and turny. Okay, right, it's got a strap button there and a strap knob there, and that's it. And then there's the neck insertion area right there. Okay, so probably I expect what will happen is you just push the neck down into the body and it'll probably click in. That wasn't a very satisfying click. Let me take that back out. In fact, that wasn't a very satisfying click, to be honest with you. Is it right in? Right, I think it is in. Thought it'd be more of a satisfying click. See if we can pull it back out. Can I get it back out? Right, maybe that's because I need to look at instructions. Right, so it's in, and for this part of the demonstration I will be putting on a pair of specs. Right, there's a pair of specs on, and let's see if we can turn the thing on. It says here, press to turn on off the drum loop. Don't care about that yet. Right, what do I do? Let's try pressing some stuff. We'll press this button here. Nothing happens. I'll press this one. And nothing happens. Ah, something did happen. Okay. Right, and these things just lit up blue and now they're orange. And as I move up and down the frets, they're lighting up. Right, okay, so if I might want to I'll lower my camera a wee bit, maybe help things up a tiny bit. Just get the packaging out of the way. Right, so if I just, that sound's coming out of the speaker here. I can hear that coming out of the speaker. Right, okay, never mind that. Right, okay, so if you try and strum the strings here on the neck, they're not raised, they're just silicone embedded into the body of the guitar, right? They're not raised at all, and they don't move. You can place your fingers on the areas, and as you press your fingers, and that's a C chord shape I'm making there, the frets you're using will light up. So there's an A chord, and if I press an A chord, there you go. So you're getting the second fret lighting up, and E chord should light up the first two, and it does. Right. So if I play, let's say, well, a G for example, right? Quite a pleasant sound, that. It's quite a pleasant sound. Is there a volume control? There is. The button nearest your body is a volume control for the speaker here. Right, first thing I have to say on playing it first is that when I watched the videos of the review of this guitar, and I said I was going to talk about them, but I have to now. The sound from those videos made this guitar sound very, very MIDI, very electronic, and not like a guitar. But I have to tell you that listening to it here in reality, it does sound just like an acoustic guitar. It's... It does sound very like an acoustic guitar. Surprising. Because I watched a few of the videos, and the sound that was coming out of my TV made this sound like a pure MIDI guitar. I'm genuinely surprised how close to an acoustic guitar it sounds. That's if you're going to be playing any kind of riffs whatsoever, I don't think this guitar's going to be for you. Even the most basic riff, which is normally you'd use a wee hammer-on for a wee riff, such as. You're not going to be able to do that with this guitar, because you're not going to be able to do any vibrato either, because you can't hammer on and you can't slide. Right, so it's good for strumming. You're not going to be able to do any hammer-ons or pull-offs or slides or any vibrato. There's no way to vibrate the strings whatsoever. Okay, so that's it. So as a bass guitar, it's no good for doing any wee licks at all, even between chords. You won't be able to transition from one chord to another by using a wee lick. Now that is until you download the app that comes for the Aeroband guitar, and you can then change a lot of things. You can change the tunings. You can make it open G, open E, open E. You can put in dadgad, any tunings that you like. And you can also click a switch that allows you to have hammer-ons and pull-offs. Okay, so that changes this from being a bit of a gimmick and a bit of a toy guitar really into something that is actually really usable. And in fact, I'd even argue that you could take this on stage and use it on stage. So it's a really good guitar once you've downloaded that free app and connects via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to the guitar, and allows you to put in a lot of different changes, a lot of different effects, and basically upgrade the whole guitar. You can actually upgrade the software as well for the first time you unload it. As a guitar for playing chords and transitioning cleanly from one chord to another, it's fine. And it sounds really nice actually. So on this, I believe there are other. There's a wee head cover on. I think. Can I take that off? Or I don't see any need to take it off just yet. There's wee buttons up here which apparently change things, so let's see what they do. I can't remember what they do, but we'll try them out. Right. Okay, so that sounds like that's a virtual capo, and it's now down a semitone. So if I was to play C, in fact, if I go down, if I bring it back up to the standard, right, and I play, let's say I play A, right, so that's the same A as I'd be playing with my guitar, with my acoustic guitar. So if I bring it down, let's say 2 semitones, I can now play it in A. So I'm physically playing the chord as if it's A, but it should be G. Okay, so that might be handy in circumstances when, let's say, you're playing, if you're a beginner player, put it back to normal. If you're a beginner player and one of the songs that you want to play is in F, which is quite a tricky chord for beginners, and you wanted to play it in E, all you do is transpose it up a semitone and then play in E, and now you're playing F. So that's quite a handy feature. How much can you transpose it? Let's see. So there's standard. So there's 1 semitone, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can go up an entire octave. Which might give you some really nice effects. Say you're putting on a capo on it, away up here somewhere, to play maybe the Beatles' Here Comes the Sun. You can use that, and it'll probably go down 12. Let's take it back down. So there it's back standard. Does it go down 12? So it's down a whole octave now, which would allow you, I suppose, to use it as a bass. So I suppose you could play it as a bass by dropping it down to 12 octaves. It's a good thing as well is that it stays perfectly in tune no matter where you transpose it. The entire thing will be in tune. You don't even have to check it and test it. So what does the middle button do? What that did. I suppose these are different styles of guitars. Let's try another one. And another. Sounds more like a nylon-y string guitar. Well, here's a wee piano. So that might be very, very handy for someone who doesn't play keyboards, wants a wee piano sound in the recording and can use the guitar to get it. Whoa! It's hard to get used to the silicone strings actually not moving off of the fretboard at all. So it'll take a bit of getting used to. That's quite nice, quite like that. What else have we got? Oh, what happened there? Right, it looks like one of those is a bass guitar, so instead of having to go down 12 octaves, it's actually producing a bass guitar for you. Right, okay, and next, there's a wee banjo sound. You're not going to be able to play two mini banjo things because you can't hammer on and pull off. Yeah, without hammering on and pulling off, a banjo seems a bit useless on this. However, it's there. Well, that's a kind of, what is that, kind of glockenspiel type thing. That's really nice, apart from not being able to hammer on or pull off or slide. But that's a nice little sound, I like that. Anyway, you get the point. Anything else? I think that's just back to normal. Right, that's just back to your normal acoustic guitar. So it is a nice wee sound, alright? So that's all of the sounds and all of the different things that you've got up here. And that's me not just watching a couple of videos, not actually looking at the instructions and not downloading the app. Now I believe if you can plug it in here to an amplifier or a speaker. You can also plug in your headphones here. If you don't want the speaker to be annoying anyone else, you can plug your headphones in. And you can also, if you connect it to the app, it'll allow you to modify certain things in the app as well. You can use it as a MIDI controller if you have a digital audio workstation, a DAW. I use Reaper myself. If you have one of those, you can plug it into your computer. Does it have a USB? Yeah, it has a USB-C socket here. Right, and what's that? Looks like another jack. Right, so that's obviously headphone sockets for big and small. And that's your socket for your 1/4-inch jack socket for plugging it into an amplifier or a PA system. That's your USB-C for plugging it into your computer. So for the basics, just just taking it out of the box and playing it about as a not particularly good guitarist, just a standard basic strummer is all I am. I like it. I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be rubbish. But because of the sounds that I've heard from the other review videos, it sounded terrible to me. But listening to it through this speaker, it sounds really good. Now, I imagine that if I put it through my PA system and put it through some of my effects pedals, it will sound really, really nice. And it's quite light as well. It's about, it's maybe a bit heavier than my acoustic. But it's an awful lot lighter than my modified Variax, a lot lighter than that. And for me, although it doesn't do, it does what my Variax does for me. My Variax can model any instrument, especially when it's connected to a Roland GR55, can model any instrument. It's got a virtual capo that I can program any tuning into it. I want open G, open A, whatever I like into it, and it will model various guitars, Gretsch, Telecasters, Stratocasters, Gibsons, acoustics, banjos, all different things, and it's a fully electric guitar. But the thing is, to buy this modified the way it is, it costs you about £2,000, right? Whereas this guitar, which does a lot of the things that my £2,000 guitar can do, you can get it for what, $400, £360 I think it is in the UK just now. So well worth it. And the other good thing that I think is that for anyone who's wanting to try out guitar and play it, but doesn't want a cheap acoustic which is going to absolutely hammer your fingers, make them really sore, and it's going to make you give up within a day, this might be a good option because it doesn't put any pressure on your fingers at all. You don't even have to press the silicon strings hard. It's always in tune. You don't have to worry about constantly, tuning it up if you don't really know what you're doing. So it might be great for someone who wants to try out guitar to see if they like it, without spending an absolute fortune and without buying something really cheap and nasty that's going to make you give up before you know whether you might want to take it up or not. So it's certainly worth it's worth the £369 or whatever it is that they're offering this on Amazon for sale just now. And just to be clear, Aeroband are not paying me anything at all to review this. They sent me the guitar and I get to keep the guitar. It's actually got a built-in drum kit as well. So that's quite interesting. Built-in drum kit to the guitar as well. So that makes it more interesting if you're a beginner than just starting out playing your chords. If you've actually got a wee drum beat to play along with, that can inspire you to practice a bit more and to get better quicker. So all in all, I think it's good. As I was saying, I'm not being paid for this review. I am getting to keep the guitar, and it is quite a fun, interesting little thing. So I'm quite happy to keep this and to pick it up and play it. Well, I thought I'd better add, before I finish the video, what's inside this box? Okay, there is a screwdriver. Oh no, it's not. It looks like a truss rod to me. I don't really know what that's for. There's a set of wee picks, or plectrums as I call them. There's a USB-C to USB-A cable there, and there is a manual, some stickers, and QR codes. different things like that to help you get started. So you won't be completely on your own. You will have support if you buy this and you want to learn how to use it. There's a lot of support here, and they've got a great online app too. Right, hope that was helpful to you. If there's any more information you'd like to know on this quick run through, just leave a comment asking me any questions you have, and I'll answer them as best I can. If you've got a more technical question about how does it integrate with the app or whatever, then I'll do some testing and answer that question as best I can for you. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this wee review, and happy playing. Rock on, Tommy!